The 2025 LIV Golf season is already off to an electric start under the stunning Riyadh lights. Adrian Meronk shot a blazing 62 to top the leaderboard, and Legion 13 dominated the team standings with just one bogey across 72 holes. Can the top players keep their momentum going in round two? All of that and more right here. Welcome to the Club 54 pre-round show. It's a little chilly out here. I'm your host, Christian Crosby, joined by your favorite LIV Golf analyst, Jerry Falls, my best friend forever, and the newest member of our LIV Golf broadcast team, the man, the myth, the legend himself, three-time PGA Tour winner, for Aces legend, an absolute stud, Pat Perez. How are you feeling, guys?
I feel like a snowman.
Newest star of the show. I tell you what, if I see one more player in the hotel lobby or elevator or wherever saying, how'd Pat do yesterday? How'd Pat do yesterday? My God, you have more fans than anybody I know.
I don't know about that. But
by the way, the resounding reply was absolutely awesome.
Yeah, Pat, you did great. Before we even start, how was day one for you on the job?
It was nerve-wracking. Last night was the first night I got some sleep in about a month. I had a blast. You know, again, the boys in the booth, everybody helped me all day. I had a blast. You know, being with DJ and getting to interview him at the end was awesome. But you know, it was a great learning experience, and I'm looking forward to doing a lot more.
Absolute natural he is.
Let's have a blast again, shall we? Here is the leaderboard. Let's talk about it. Adrian Meronk had himself an incredible day, finishing at the top of the individual leaderboard, 10 under. Jerry, Pat, thoughts on that?
Well, how many guys have we talked to in the last 20 hours that said, I could have shot 4, 5, 6, 7 better than yesterday? I talked to Patrick Reed. We rode with him on the way out, and he said, Adrian Meronk, I said, he made a lot of putts. He goes, no, he made everything. He made everything out there. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, DJ, the same thing. You saw how he played. He had, 6 shots better easily. I mean, but, it is what it is. There's 2 more days. They can still make a lot of putts.
How about that team called Legion 13? I mean, they looked incredible. John Rahm, who finished 5 under, was the lowest.
The highest score.
Well, the highest scoring member on the team. Could we say that's like the best green flag that could ever be given for his team this year?
Well, it ties to par the lowest 4-score counting total for a single round in LIV Golf history, a very brief history though it is. That tells you how good it was. But when Captain John Rahm gets done, he shoots 5 under, and in the interview he says, I didn't think I'd be the highest score. Yeah. I mean, that's pretty darn incredible.
How about those Majestics at the top of the team leaderboard ending round 1? I love to see it, like McDonald's. I'm loving it. I am.
Just McDonald's on us.
Lee said he was in the gym in the off season, and they're looking to make some noise this year. Pat,
I saw Lee in the gym this morning. He does look good. He's got a hell of a routine. Obviously played well yesterday. We'll see. There's 2 long days to go, and competition's tough, and I think the scoring is going to be even lower tonight.
Yeah, well, the resume of 3 of those 4 players is undeniable. Granted, they're in the latter stages of their career, but they still got it.
Well, round 1 was everything we needed: birdies, bogeys, and a leaderboard that's already given us whiplash. So let's take a look back at the season opener.
It's a spectacular start to the 2025 LIV Golf League season, with golf's biggest stars set to shine under the bright lights. The Polish prince, Adrian Meronk, he has hit the front.
Ball striking clinic today by Adrian so far.
And I think a lot of people expect him to have a big, if not monster, year.
I felt like my game is progressing nicely, and I'm glad I could prove it today with a good score.
Magnificent. A first round of 62. Chaps, Legion 13 arguably have the best 1-2 punch, but they've got the 2 youngest players in McKibben and Surratt, and they're both tied for second on 6 under par. To the manor-born Tom McKibben, Legion 13 in the lead in the team competition. They've had 1 bogey through 46 holes so far, Legion 13. Legion 13 are just tearing it up out there.
Looking at it right now, very pleased with my team score. I did not expect 5 under to be the worst score of the team, but here we are. We have a very talented team, and the young guys are starting the year strong.
24 under par. It is a single-day LIV Golf League record.
Pretty good round 1 there. Can't wait to see what unfolds today. But this just in, Rachel Drummond is live on the range. She's by Adrian Meronk. Let's toss it over to Rachel right now. Rachel, what's going on over there?
Thanks, Christian. Right, I do. I've got Adrian Meronk behind me, his coach, who's made some changes with him in the off-season. He hit 18 greens yesterday, which is just ridiculous. So the changes with Jerome are obviously working. He's swinging it absolutely fantastic.
What are the changes he's making?
So a few things we talk about setup all the time. So his trail wrist, the grip is slightly stronger, so he's got more control over the club face. In setup, his hips are more over his heels. He used to early extend, so that's going to keep him working a lot better. And then also weight transfer. I mean, this sounds like quite a lot, but weight transfer. So from P1 to P2, so the first move, moving into the trail side, and then rotating and extending. So 3 big changes, but he's saying he's feeling comfortable and he's looking great.
You got anything, Pat? Give her.
I could barely hear what she said.
No, how much, Rachel, in your mind, how much is his substantial height an advantage or a disadvantage in the way he approaches a swing?
I think when you think about setup, you have to just make sure that you're getting everything in line. What we saw Jerome was talking about before, because of his height, he was getting his weight too much onto his heels, and that caused him throughout the swing to be unstable, got a little bit steep, early extension. So I think when you've got that height, you've just got to make sure your setup is great and make sure in the right position so you can move correctly.
Okay, I got one last question for you, Rachel. I know you're on the range. This is not the proper setting to ask you, but how in the world was he able to do what he did on the putting greens yesterday when everybody else was going crazy?
I know. Do you know what? I think mentality is massive with putting, and he said even though it was a shadow, he knew everyone else would be experiencing the same thing. And, you know, you just got to trust the start line, and sometimes they're going to go in, sometimes they're not. So I think mentality is a key thing for Adrian Meronk.
Well, Rachel, thank you as always. We're going to toss it back over to you on the range just a little bit later. But first, let's check in with the one and only Sue-Ann Heng and Dom Boulay on what to watch for in round 2.
Dom, you and I are bundled up at the moment, and the sun is still up, so it's just going to keep getting cooler and cooler as the night goes by. That only means that the golf ball is not going to travel as far. Plus, the wind is already up right now, and it will continue to get windier and windier as the night goes by. So I don't think the golf course is going to play as gettable as it did yesterday.
Which is what surprised me yesterday, because the scoring was really good, and I thought the guys would be a little bit more uncomfortable for the first time playing under the lighting. But this is quite a gettable golf course. Only 2 holes played over its par yesterday. The other 16 played under its par. But like he said, windier, colder. The scoring's not going to be quite as good today.
Big thanks to Dom and Sue-Ann, and as you guys know, we are all about access here at LIV Golf, and somehow, some way, we convinced Cam Smith to mic himself up in day 1. He agreed to it, and we have an incredible video of his first day. Take a look.
.109, okay, and we've got 6 shorter than the cover, so covers then becomes 103, 109, so what's our swing? Okay, yep, happy. And again, we can be straight on it, mate. What's our equation for that? What's that?
63.
63, I mean, we're flying like, so what, 3 or 4 short?
Yep.
I know it all goes down, but we can be aggressive.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay, just a drawing one of these.
Okay. I mean, this one has to be dropping right, otherwise we can hit the other one completely normal and have 100 in front, 115 hole.
That's good.
Happy?
Yep.
Okay, finishing on. Perfect. Commit to it, mate.
You gotta love that. I love seeing the behind the scenes stuff. Can you actually talk us through that moment, like when that's happening, when you're kind of going through things? How is that?
Well, for me, my caddy H, he did all the work. He did numbers. You know, I would basically ask him. I said, H, what do we got? I need number, front number, wind, and then what club, and then how much to hit it. I didn't do anything. He made it easy for me my whole career. And then I was just able to freely go and hit the shot.
So essentially, you have, let's just stock yards, 150 to the hole. So
Yeah.
if you lasers out, you got 150 to the hole. He gives you what that's playing effectively,
Yeah,
right?
exactly. So I say what it is. Yeah, there's wind, altitude, whatever I say. What do we got? What's it playing? What club? And then how much of that? And then I would go.
Yeah, but it is pretty cool that Cam let us do that. So many players give us so much access, and we catch a lot of that during the live broadcast as well with the caddy and player talk.
All right, social media, as always, is buzzing from fans and our tour alike. And here's a tweet right here. Someone tweeting Jerry.
Yeah, he was giving me a little grief, he or she, the Irish on tour, because I mentioned that Tom McKibben had played a little bit on the DP World Tour before coming to LIV. But my point of it was that the young man was just getting his career started compared to somebody like Adrian Meronk, came out here as the reigning DP World Tour champion and had an extensive career on the DP World Tour. His was brief, but hugely successful. He won the European Championship. He won a Challenge Tour event. He finished in the top 50. I think. He got his PGA Tour card from his second year on the DP World Tour. He forewent that to join LIV instead. My point was, he's an impressive young player, and really impressive that he made the decision to come join Jon Rahm's team instead of pursuing the other route.
I'll tell you what I loved. In his first press conference, they asked him about having the jitters before he started. His response was, "I've never played at night. I've never done a shotgun start. I haven't played with loud music before, never played in Riyadh, but it should be pretty cool." And then he went out and did what he did, which I thought was just so impressive.
He showed up. I mean, it was unbelievable. It's a 22-year-old kid coming out, all these stars. Yeah, really impressive.
Yeah. And let's talk about just Jon Rahm a little bit with Legion. Like, seeing his team perform so well, how do you think he responds to that today? Do you think he cranks up the intensity because of it? Do you think that gives him more confidence?
If he cranked up the intensity, he'd blow a gasket.
He'd explode.
Yeah,
he'd actually explode.
Yeah. No, he's a natural-born leader. Absolutely a natural-born leader. And Tyrrell Hatton is, he's not that outspoken guy publicly, but he leads by example. And you got two impressionable young players who really, really believe in themselves. And they're going to learn so much from those two.
If Rahm turns it up, round 2, is it safe to say Legion has it in the bag?
No, God, no. Four scores counting?
Yeah, everyone's still got to play well. I mean, that's the way it is. I mean, John's going to play well because I've got the call tonight. I'm going to see it firsthand, but I can promise you, John's going to be ready to play tonight and probably play incredible.
Yeah, they got the strongest 1-2 punch out here. They're always going to be at the mercy of the inexperienced youth. Now those kids are studs; they can play. But granted, last week in India, Caleb Surratt shot 1,000,000, so he played great yesterday. That's the wild card for now. Those two can prove to have the same kind of career eventually as the older stalwarts.
And there's that 22-year-old Tom McKibben who had an incredible first day, getting ready for his round 2, and we are all excited about it. There's that beautiful Riyadh golf course built in 2005. Now, LIV Golf has a new broadcast partner in the U.S. if you haven't heard already. Fox Sports, which has proven to be an incredible leader in sports content, and we are all thrilled to be on their team. And there goes the guys getting ready for the day. We are about to go live with our broadcast. If you want to know where to watch, here's how you guys can do it. Obviously, if you are in the U.S., check out Fox FS2, 10 a.m. Eastern Time. You guys can also check out all of the worldwide broadcasts. You can go to LIV Golf app or livegolf.com/where to watch. All right. Now, we were asked to give our predictions for the season. The entire LIV Golf broadcast team did just that. We gave our individual prediction and our team prediction. I thought maybe it would be a good time to review those and explain why we chose to do that. Here are the season predictions from our team: Arlo White, David Faraday, Don Boulay, and Suan Hang. Jerry, does anything on this list from the team surprise you?
But let's see here. Arlo making a pick is a surprise right there by itself. Faraday not going with range goats is a huge shock. His loyalty is waning all of a sudden. Dom going, well, that's an easy pick. It's same as Suan's. Yeah, they didn't actually go out on any limbs there, did they? Except for Faraday picking Sergio to be the season-long champion.
All right, let's go over to our picks, Pat. I want you to kind of weigh in on why you chose your picks here. Jerry, you too. You chose Fireballs GC.
Yes. I just think top to bottom, they're so well balanced. With the addition of Luis Maceveo, I think they're going to be a really tight, bonded team. There was a little bit of dissension last year, and I think they're going to be a much more tightly bonded team. Who'd you go with, Pat?
I went with Legion. I think picking up Tom you know, is a phenomenal third player. You know, not every team has a phenomenal third player. I mean, especially when you have two superstars already. And after seeing DJ last night, I think he's back. I think he's back to form. When he came to LIV Tour, what I saw last night is what I saw the first year in 22. You know, he's got the swagger, he's got the driver back, he's hitting a mile, he's fast again, he knows what he's doing, no indecisions. I just see him having a great year, and I know where he was last year was not where he wanted to be, so I promise you he wants to be in the talk of being the player of the year again.
All right, now, Jerry, I'm not trying to be rude right now, but you got to get out of here, bro.
I got to go get
you
warm.
got to go.
I mean,
no
the
kidding.
scores are going to go up today. The scores are definitely going to go up today because it is chilly out here right now. It's not getting warmer.
Well, before you go, if you don't mind, could you give us all your final thoughts, maybe some predictions of day 2, what we can expect in the round? Something, Jerry? Give us something. Dark horse? Give me something, Jerry, before you go.
No.
Come on. What are you doing?
He gave me a flat out no. What
is going on?
The prediction is it's going to be chilly out there. We're not going to see a 10 under today, I don't think. What about you?
I don't know. I don't know what to think anymore. Every time I think something happens. So I don't know. I don't see 10, but I think the scores they'll be low. I mean, the scoring average was, what, 69 last night. It could be around that tonight, but I don't know if someone's going to run away.
We'll pick your brain about it a little more later. But, Jerry, you got to get out of here. Make sure you guys tune into that broadcast as soon as you can. 10 a.m. EST. Get out of here.
Okay.
All right? Goodbye.
Bye, Jerry.
All right,
Go
Jerry.
get warm.
Bye. I love
Send
how
hot
he just
chocolate
runs
after
away.
the course, Jerry. Send hot chocolate after the course.
All right. Actually,
Big
on the
carafe.
topic, why don't we toss it over to Arlo White and David Faraday in the booth, checking in with you boys.
Christian, thank you very much indeed. The sun about to set here in the broadcast booth at the Riyadh Golf Club. Another day, another breaking broadcasting story. ITV Sport in the UK, free to air, have joined us as well. So that's very exciting news in addition to Fox in North America. So happy days for us in terms of golf on the television and for fans in North America and the UK as well. What about golf fans in Poland?
Yeah.
Adrian Meronk, 10 under par, 62. It's not exactly known as a golfing hotbed, David, is it, Poland?
No, it isn't. 26 golf courses in the whole of the country, you know, and I mean, this guy was the DP World Tour Player of the Year when he just joined us here at LIV, and has really turned into, you know, an amazingly accomplished player. He really looks the part.
Yep, he's the man to catch. Christian, Legion 13, a great day for them. Tom McKibben, how about him? 22 years of age. He was the best in class for John Rahm's team with his 65, 7 under par. They lead the field by 7. We'll take it from you when it's pitch black outside.
Hey, Arlo and David, please just make sure you guys let us go shopping with you at some point this year so we can be as stylish as you two in the booth.
I'm not wearing what they're wearing.
You wouldn't do that? I feel like we look kind of fly there.
I got too much Jordan gear to wear all that stuff.
All right, well, as you guys know, LIV Golf has a new broadcast partner in the U.S. Fox Sports has proven to be an incredible leader in sports content, and we are thrilled to be on their team.
Having a major TV deal was absolutely key.
It's exciting. It's exciting.
Having that is massive.
What does that mean? We have a legitimate platform to showcase what we can do 14 weeks a year.
The shoeies have started here in Dallas.
The major players now want a part of it. They realise how cool LIV is, how good it is, and what it can be.
The future of golf is on Fox.
I think it bolsters our position in sport. Hey, we're here. We're not joking around. We're ready to showcase to the world that we've got a pretty special product.
Having LIV Golf alongside Major League Baseball and NFL and with the same network, and it's just it's an incredible thing for us.
They've come to see the mega stars of world golf.
I mean, it's the one network everybody watches, so to see how excited my teammates are, it's surreal.
This is LIV Golf, only on Fox.
You know, I think it just solidifies that this is real. It's not going anywhere, and we are going to be, you know, the best league in the world.
You can't write this.
Very proud to be partnered with our friends at Fox. And as you can see, that beautiful view of the guys getting ready. Pat, my favorite part of your day yesterday was you and Dustin Johnson, which I want to talk to you about in a little bit, but got to be excited about what's to come today, right?
I really am.
And if you want to know where to watch, you can check out all of our friends here all over the world. Live coverage, of course, on Fox FS2, 10 a.m. Eastern Time today. And you can check out all of our global partners as well, Channel 7 in Australia, and so much more. Or you can go to the LIV Golf app or go to livegolf.com/where to watch. Make sure you guys do that. All right, Pat. We are almost ready to go live with that shotgun start. It's really chilly. You're looking good. I'm feeling good. We want to do something called we're actually going to go to Rachel on the range. I just got this in the ear right now. We do have something else for you later.
Oh, boy.
But first, we're going to toss it over to Rachel on the range. She always has a good time out there. Rachel, over to you.
We've just got people walking across. I just heard the range is closing, so we're going to act fast. We're going to look at new recruit Frederick for the cleeks. Tom Ridley is caddy here on the bag. We can see the TRS ball between the forearms. Helps the club set on the way back and stay connected. Tom, I'm not going to disturb. Oh, I will actually. How was your first day? How was your experience of LIV Golf?
Definitely different with night golf. Just trying to adjust to that a little bit. But yeah, wish I could have played a little bit better. But new day today.
Today's the day, exactly. And Tom, give us an insight as a caddy. It was warmer yesterday. We're at altitude. It's freezing today.
It's freezing.
How's that going to affect the golf ball?
It's going to go back to normal. So it was like this temperature in practice. So we're really happy that it's not really hot like it was yesterday because the ball was going really, really far. So yeah, and the pace of play is so nice out here. 4.5 hours. Oh,
you can come again.
It's so good. So good.
And just quickly, how much does adrenaline, because you said that was a massive part yesterday, how much did that affect the golf?
Well, I'd say so. I mean, it's very new to him and first event out, and it's the first few events in a long time. Imagine we got quite excited and it started going a bit further. The heat didn't help, but we've got him calmed down today, so we'll have another go.
Cheers, Tom. Have a good day. Right, let's grab Mr. Nah. Kevin, good round tomorrow. Talk about your new team. You've got a new member. Apparently he can fade a wedge. He's unbelievable. Talk us through your new recruit.
Jang Bang's incredible. He can hit it long ways. His ball striking is incredible. I know he had a rough day on the greens yesterday, but it's all right. I mean, he's gonna, these putts are gonna fall. He's gonna have a great year. We have high expectations, and we know that he's fitting in perfectly, and he's fitting in well. Danny and I have been taking good care of him. He's a house hopping between Danny's house and my house in Vegas, and we're having a good time.
And you had a solid 2 under yesterday. How's the game feeling?
Game feels good. Didn't make too many putts yesterday. It's one of those greens that if you make a few putts early, you can make some. If you start missing them early, it starts kind of getting to you. I think I'll do better today.
Play well. Someone's talking in my ear. I'm trying to multitask. Play well today. Let's have a little look over here. Oh, Captain Louis. Louis, any pep talks for the team?
We need to play better than yesterday. Play better than yesterday.
Louis, I don't know what I just heard there, but I mean, that is the weirdest thing I've ever heard. Talking of putting, Pete, who's doing the Suzanne Petson. Suzanne, you're my idol. I'm a bit starstruck. Who are you supporting?
Well, I'm here supporting golf in general, I guess. So just fun to be here, fun to see another LIV event live.
And who are you going to be following? I know you're at Valderrama. Are you going to watch any players in particular?
It's hard to have a favorite team. There's so many great players kind of on different teams, but it's just fun to see how everyone's coming together here.
Well, you're great with the Solheim, so you should give them some tips. Right, let's have a little look, see who else we've got to finish. Let's have a little look at Garcia, one of the best drivers of the golf ball, the shallowing of the golf club, and he's got Rahm next to him. I think that's a beautiful ending. Pete Power, I was going to talk before I saw Suzanne. He's actually adjusted quite a lot of putter lofts this week to help people get the roll ready for round 2. So let's see how they get on today under the lights.
Great job, Rachel. It's always a pleasure to see you out on that range. So many moving parts. I don't know how you handle it so well. Pat, we are just moments away from shotgun start. I got a couple more questions for you, but before we jump into those questions, we got to check in with our Club 54 reporter, Annabelle Angel, and her new 5 under.
Welcome to day 2 of LIV Golf Riyadh. I'm Annabelle Angel, and these are 5 things you should look out for today. It is non-stop music here at LIV Golf. Every day after play ends, we will be having a concert. Tonight, the Backstreet Boys are performing. The 10th hole here at Riyadh Golf Club is the longest hole ever played in LIV Golf history at 681 yards. That's a long walk. Although we have the longest hole ever here, the par threes posed the biggest challenge on day one. The Range Goats were the only team who managed to combat them bogey-free. Tom McGibbon had the best start of any LIV Golf newbie with a 7 under 65. He is the second youngest player in the LIV Golf League, only being beaten by his teammate Caleb Surratt, who is just 20 years old. Adrian Meronk and Yubin Zhang both hit 18 out of 18 greens in regulation on day one. We've seen some great scores. Let's see if anyone can break away from the pack today.
Thank you for that 5 under, Annabelle. Great job. All right, now, Pat, this is the moment that we've all been waiting for. The fans love you, but they want to get to know you a little bit better. Okay. So we're going to do something called Pat Chat. All right, this is where we have fans submit any question. It may not even be about golf, Pat. And all you got to do is look at that camera and answer honestly. But you got to be honest, man.
All right.
Is that a deal?
Okay.
You look nervous, bro. Are you all right?
I'm great.
Okay. All right, let's get into it. Here's one. Hey, Pat, best hair in the game. Who cuts that sweet mully-hawk? Who cuts that sweet mully-hawk, Pat?
Hi, Britton. My girl Britton, she cuts it about 3 times a week.
Oh, wow.
She does a great job. She's unbelievable.
Looks great. She does a great job. Shout out to her. She's doing well by you. All right, here's another one. Hey, Pat, favorite non-golf J that isn't a 1? If you guys don't know, he has a lot of Jordans. A J is a Jordan. It's a sneaker.
Cement 4 was my first one that I got. I actually got it out of a garbage can.
Oh, really?
I put it on until the sole fell off. So then I got, MJ made me a Cement 4 golf shoe. So with the Nike on the back. So the Cement 4 is my ultimate.
I've never seen a sneaker wall like the one you showed me. It's insane. Here's another one. Is night golf the future? That's an interesting question. What do you think?
No, I don't think so.
No?
No.
Why not?
It's just not. It could be integrated every year, but not as a whole.
I'll tell you what, Pat, I'm loving it. I am loving it. Okay, we got a couple more. Here comes another one from a fan. Is night golf the future was the last one. Here's one. Hey, Pat, what's your dream facial hair? This is getting weird. Okay.
I don't know where it's going. I might go with the chops. I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. I've never really worn a beard. Britton won't let me shave it, so I got to figure out what we're gonna do with it here.
I think just stick with what you got going on right now.
That's what she says. I want to shave it, but she won't let me.
I think you're doing quite fine with what you got going on, but we appreciate the question. Here's one from Christina Crosbo. I don't know who this is. How's your first week of work with Christian been? Has it been mostly inspiring or just extremely fulfilling?
Both. You're phenomenal to work with. You carry the show great. You help me out a lot. You know, like everybody else in the whole broadcast. It's been fun.
You do realize that was my burner account. I just wanted you to compliment me on the show.
I figured it had to be someone. All right, you've been a hell of a help. I appreciate it.
Thank you, brother. You've been great. Let's pull up the leaderboard individual first, and let's talk through it. Adrian Meronk, 10 birdies, 10 under, leading the way today. How do you think he'll do today, man?
I think he's going to play well. You know, when players get they get off to hot starts like that, usually, they fall back a little bit, but I think he's got the confidence. Obviously likes the course. I think he's going to do just fine.
Who are you going to be following today? What group you got today?
I've got Rahm, Cameron Smith, and David Pouge, which I'm looking forward to. I play with Rahm and Pouge all the time at Silverleaf, so I know their games well, I know them well. I'll be looking forward to hopefully needling them a little bit. Hopefully one of them hits in the desert so I can go after him a little bit.
And there is that team leaderboard there, Legion 13 leading the way, which I know you'll be following them. You guys can check in to the main show as soon as possible. FS2, 10 a.m. sharp EST, where we get into our main show. Thanks for watching Club 54 pre-round show. We'll see you in the post. Peace.
your inaugural LIV Golf team champions. The Crushers formed a brotherhood. Ripper G.